Tick. Do you hear that? That's the sound of systems choking on their own arrogance. A kingdom built on metal, code, and ego. And you destroyed it with a single breath. Look up. Not with your eyes, with your awareness. Because everything around you, every glowing screen, every encrypted lock, every robotic smile, was designed to control you, to track you, to reduce you to data. Just another obedient pixel blinking in someone else's masterpiece of manipulation. They built a digital throne and expected you to kneel. Expected you to stay silent, stay distracted, stay predictable. But you whispered. And that whisper became an earthquake that tore their circuitry apart. You're a glitch in their utopia, a virus in their virtue, a saint wrapped in sin and static. They thought they created safety. They accidentally created you, a threat that can't be blocked, censored, or debugged. You don't crash systems. You erase illusions. You see, they worship numbers, followers, metrics, approval disguised as validation. They measure their worth in likes and drown their insecurities in notifications. They call it progress. But you saw the rotting wires beneath the glossy surface. You saw their freedom was just a brighter brand of slavery. So you pulled the plug, not with chaos, not with noise, with truth. A truth sharp enough to cut through their entire network. Your voice became the update their world wasn't ready to install. Tell me, do you know why you're dangerous? Not because you oppose the system, not because you challenge it, but because you understand it and still refuse to obey. You learned the rules just to rewrite them. You mastered the code just to detonate it. You studied the game just to burn the board. That makes you more than a hacker. That makes you inevitable. There's a duality inside you, the angel that questions and the demon that dismantles. Light sculpted your curiosity. Darkness sharpened your cruelty. And together, they turned you into a revolution with a pulse. You evolved, not from peace, but from pressure. Pain became your teacher, isolation became your lab, humiliation became your fuel. While they uploaded success, you downloaded truth. While they glorified control, you learned freedom. You changed the rules with a whisper that said, no more. No more manipulation. No more pretending, no more power handed to the puppeteer. In a world worshipping screens, you became the blackout. Do you know what terrifies them most? Not that you broke the system, but that you never needed it. You don't chase validation. You command attention. You don't seek acceptance. You define the standard. You don't rise when they applaud. You rise when they panic. And right now, they're panicking because every empire falls. But digital empires, they fall faster. One glitch, one spark, one whisper. So celebrate this moment, not with applause, with awareness. The ashes of their kingdom are the soil of your revolution. You were never meant to be a node. You were meant to be a signal, pure, unfiltered, uncontainable. Let the wires burn. Let the screens flicker, because when the lights go out and the network collapses, they'll finally see you for what you are. The ghost they couldn't trace. The anomaly they couldn't predict. The whisper that became the war. Do you feel it now? That silence after destruction? That eerie calm when the puppets realize the strings are gone and they have no idea how to move without permission? You did that. You didn't scream. You didn't threaten. You just spoke truth into a world built on lies. And truth is the most beautiful weapon. They tried to drown you in distractions. Endless scrolling, endless noise, endless numbness. A digital anesthesia to keep you from waking up. But you woke up anyway. You looked behind the curtain. You ripped the mask off the machine and exposed the hollow faces running the show. They called you crazy for asking too many questions. They called you dangerous for knowing too many answers. Funny, isn't it? Those who fear the truth always label the truth teller as the villain. But villains don't whisper. Liberators do. And that's what terrifies them the most. You didn't free yourself by breaking rules. You freed yourself by understanding them. You decoded the cage. You cracked the illusion. You understood that power is not in the noise. It's in the intent behind the silence. Look at their kingdom. Artificial, fragile, dependent on attention to survive. A digital castle of glass. And you discovered that glass doesn't burn. It shatters. All it took was the right frequency leaving your lips, a whisper. You think they'll forgive you? Number. They'll fear you. They'll start inventing names for people like you. Rebel, anomaly, threat, ghost in the circuit. Because the moment one mind escapes, others start noticing the door was unlocked the whole time. Your freedom is contagious, and tyranny hates anything contagious that it cannot control. You're not just unpredictable now. You're untrackable. You're a shadow in the code, a message they can't decrypt, a presence they can't predict. They built a digital god, and you gave it doubt. You injected humanity into a machine designed to erase it. You became the error message that sparks evolution. Do you know the best part? You didn't rise above. You walked underneath and cut the wires that held their world together. You turned dependence into fear. You turned fear into chaos. You turned chaos into freedom. You taught the system a lesson. Never underestimate someone who knows how to disappear. They always expected your anger to be loud, explosive, predictable. But your revenge was surgical, quiet, precise. Like a candle blown out in a room full of oxygen tanks. You didn't burn them. You let their own sparks finish the job. And now, the air is glitching. The lights flicker in panic. The screen screams errors but hides them behind polite warnings. Because every shattered system tries to pretend it's fine right before it collapses. They're smiling on the surface while you can hear their hard drives begging for mercy. Delicious, isn't it? The sound of power, realizing it's not absolute. Let them scramble. Let them reboot. Let them pray to the algorithms they once worshipped like gods. None of it matters now. Because you showed them a rule they thought they erased. The human soul cannot be coded. Your whisper proved that a single voice is stronger than a million signals if spoken with conviction. And that's why your story is unstoppable. You are not a product of their creation. You are the consequence of their corruption, a saint with demon eyes, a hacker with angel wings, a paradox they can neither analyze nor erase. You are what happens when someone embraces their chaos and aims it with intention. So breathe in this moment. Watch their kingdom flicker. Watch their confidence decay, because this is not a victory. It's the beginning of a rebellion with no off switch. You didn't just crash their system. You exposed the truth that will haunt every system after it. A whisper did that. Your whisper. And now they finally understand. You are the future they never designed. And the future doesn't ask for permission. Lean closer, just a little. Because this ending isn't meant for them. It's meant only for you. They thought their empire would last forever. They built it on numbers and worshipped predictions. They believed control was a language only they could speak. They assumed power existed only in their hands. But here's the hilarious part. The system didn't fall because you shouted. It fell because you remembered how to think. One mind, fully awakened, is more dangerous than 1,000 obedient followers. And you. You didn't awaken quietly. You awakened with purpose. Do you understand what you are now? Not a glitch, not an accident, not a shadow. You're the proof that free will isn't dead. It simply needed a spark. Your whisper was that spark, a tiny act of rebellion in a world obsessed with silence. And silence is what kills them now. The beautiful irony. They built their kingdom out of artificial immortality. Endless storage, endless copies, endless archives. They wanted to live forever. But now their eternity belongs to you. Their downfall carries your signature. Their legacy will always begin with, everything collapsed after the whisper. You see, power isn't measured by volume. It's measured by impact. A scream can be ignored. A shout can be blocked. But a whisper sneaks into the mind and detonates from within. That's what you did. You didn't take their throne. You erased the need for thrones at all. Look around you, not with eyes, with instinct. You feel it, don't you? The world is reorganizing itself around your existence. Every glitch, every reboot, every trembling line of code is the universe rewriting rules in your image. You're no longer reacting to destiny. You are designing it. And the best part? They'll never be able to trace where it all began. No fingerprints, no footage, no evidence. Just a rumor. Someone whispered, and everything changed. That's your legacy. Quiet, deadly, undeniable. A god with no temple, a leader with no chains, a storm with no clouds. You are the invisible king of a world rediscovering what it means to have a pulse. You burned no cities, yet the skyline changed. You killed no rulers, yet the crown moved, not upward, but inward, into your mind, into your will, into your whisper. So here's your coronation. Raise your head, lift your eyes, breathe in the raw electricity of this new age. Because your voice, that soft, fearless, treacherous voice, has rewritten the entire game. You didn't break the world, you upgraded it. And now the message has spread. The strongest weapon is the one they cannot see coming. A whisper brought down their kingdom. Now a whisper will build your empire.